Right, do we have enough? Yeah. Okay, let's construct Surge. I've only got 2 points. I need some more. At some point, I'm going to stop doing that. Right, let's unequip Spin and put Surge on. Surge fires adhesive grenades. Are there special mods specifically for it? Seems like there's a lot of mods that actually can't use it. Evade cost on element pickup. That's wonk. Press right trigger to fire a single adhesive grenade. Press right trigger, R2, to detonate that grenade. It's got wiggly little blocks. Uh-oh.
I don't feel right. Something in this darkness is draining me.
Is it going to inhibit our powers? Is there a... light anywhere that we can grab? I guess they have removed my trusty lamp. So that I can't have it for this next bit. Okay, so we're okay in the lights. Door appearance. An excursion into the Ocean View Motel and Casino discovered a previously unseen door in the lobby hallway. This door featured a spiral-shaped marking, designated door. Similar to the other doors, it is locked and cannot be forced open. Alice Wake, a person of interest in the Bright Falls AWE, referred to AWE 35 for details, and the former wife of missing author Alan Wake, a suspected power of Anne Blair, contacted Agent Sharon Dempsey of the investigation sector using the phone number given to her in 2010 in accordance with civilian outreach protocols. Yeah, because it's an old game. It came out in 2008, didn't it? The call resulted in Mrs. Wake being brought into the oldest house for an in-person interview. For a full transcript, refer to file on something 2017. The excursion into the Ocean View Motel occurred later that same day. Determining whether this was a basic synchronicity event, if Alice Wake is responsible for its appearance, or if the door itself relates to AWE 35 is paramount. She should be returned to the oldest house, possibly even taken into the motel itself, to confirm if any other changes occur. Nice. Yeah, so this is slowly draining our energy, but we've got, to be honest, we've got so much at this stage in the game that it's barely noticeable. Hartman background. Dr. Emil Hartman is an academic psychotherapist that owned and operated a recovery centre in somewhere, WA? Wakanda? No, I have no idea. Focus on the treatments of artists struggling with creative blocks and other mental disorders. Publicly, Dr. Hartman's treatment centre seemed unremarkable in its methods and purpose. Privately, however, Dr. Hartman was abusing his patients in order to utilise any latent something abilities they may possess with the aim of shaping something to his own benefit, which has earned him a Class 2 paracriminal designation. Note, for more on the link between artists and their abilities to something reality through artistic mediums, see file. Investigation has proven that Dr. Hartman's illegal endeavours were conducted alone. After being approached by the Bureau during the Something investigation, he displayed no remorse or intention to cease his actions. Dr. Hartman was taken into custody, evaluated and released some months later. having been deemed a negligible threat, his medical license has been permanently revoked. Huh. There's a real lack of companion cubes here. Companion cubes. Power cores. That's what they're actually called. I guess we're going up the elevator then. So we need 3 by my counts.
Shit. Now what? What is that? Come on, elevator, time to go! Fuck! So you don't like the light? Who's that?
Don't think this is hurting it, is it? No. However, no. Ah, there's a power cores thing. Right. Where were the other? There was a third one somewhere, wasn't there? Oh yeah, there. No, that's a chunk of rock. Right, that's... Are all the lights on? We'll interrupt this fight. Oh, damn it. Night Springs screenplay page. This screenplay was found after the Bureau acquired the Night Springs television series and all its past episode scripts. It appears to be written by Alan Wake as part of an application to become one of the show's writers. Over the Threshold Darkly. Host. If it is only human nature to wish to control the forces around us, and even more so to possess them. But what happens when those forces are not ours to claim, or even of this world? What if they are the things you can discover in Night Springs? Interior, secret lab, night. Were you in a secret lab? The large sign on the wall reads, the Federal Bureau of Night Springs. I told you several times, Director. It isn't ready. It's ready when I say it's ready, Doctor. Like the being beyond the portal, we have no control over it. Oh, but the being behind the portal, we have no control over it. Interesting. Are we going to get multiple pages to find? Like in Alan Wake. Launch ground slam boost. Oh, there's another... Okay, let's grab one of those. Yeah, you can't get me here. Or here, probably. That's not what I meant to do, but I've done it now, so there we go. Arcade machines! I assume we're just lighting up the entire area so we can get him to bugger off. Bold assumption, to be fair. What's this? Haha! What the hell is it? Apart from
Yeah, how do you like that?
disgusting. Huh.
Brian Hennerman, 21 years old, resident of Southern Texas.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I really don't understand why I'm here.
You know what you did, Mr. Hennerman.
I do?
Tell me about Delivery Disaster.
The movie? I mean...
It's
it wasn't
Brian!
good.
That's not what your review said, but we'll come back to that. Tell me where you got the movie from.
Movie night with a, you know... a
K,
N.
not an N.
Not an N. Not night, like nighttime, but...
Who contacted you? Who told you to review that film?
no one. I just did it because it looked obscure. I didn't even like the movie. I shouldn't have given such a high score, but reviewing obscure films makes you look smart. And I thought if I looked smart, I would get listeners. My podcast would take off and I could move out of my parents' basement and maybe even go to college and get a film degree like I've always wanted to. I swear. I swear, I swear, I swear.
Okay, it doesn't know shit. I'm ending the session.
Very blunt, also very true. It's interesting that they've got that have kept that continuity going between the Foundation DLC, which is where we first found the Brian stuff, and this. Vending machine procedures. Vending machine AI81KE. Containment non-known. Testing and investigation steps is currently ongoing. A vending machine is front covered in a faux wood panel. Coin-operated buttons for selected food products. Coin-operated buttons for selecting food products. The item generates and stores a variety of material, both edible and otherwise, in its rows of internal trays. Initial testing suggests the item reacts to the mind of the individual in closest proximity and will produce whatever they subconsciously desire. Attempts to cause the item to create a living have consistently failed. The item was discovered in a nursing home in somewhere Alberta after a resident named Muriel called a local news station about a magic vending machine. The news story reported that the nursing home staff was purposefully stocking the machine with distinctive food and objects as a way to raise residents' spirits. The Bureau response team encouraged the story while confiscating the item. Okay, was there anything that we missed during that fight, quote unquote, versus the whatever the hell that thing was? No, we came up here. It's a toolkit. Got everything there.
Arcade machines. Shoom. Shim. Shoo. Whoa. Whatever.
Find and interact with the arcade machine altered item. Do I want to... I don't want to do this now. This episode's going on a little bit. We'll come back to Shoom. I'm as clueless as Jesse when it comes to the pronunciation of any kind of word with... Is that an umlaut? I think that's an umlaut. Obviously, as with most native English speakers where English is their primary language, all of the extra bits and pieces... we don't have a clue what they sound like. I'm terrible with foreign languages. I think that's everything, though. Where am I actually going? Also, why am I tracking that quest? Oh, yeah, the elevator that we were waiting for in the first place. Idiot.
Ma'am, what are you doing in investigation?
Hi, Langston.
Jesus, don't scare me like that, Langston.
If you're you're talking right now, I can't hear you. It's a one-way system. Try to find an intercom.
I love how he talks to us like we're a complete...
Langston, it's me, Jesse.
I know. I can see you on the monitors. The cameras in there haven't worked since we sealed that sector off a couple years back.
Let me guess. You sealed it because of the monster guy.
Wait, did you see Dr. Hartman? Jesus, I really wish you hadn't opened that fire break. Okay, listen, you need to find Hartman. And
That was
kill him
Hartman?
before he gets out into the bureau.
That thing is a person?
He was a person. We brought him here to study after he was, altered in an AWE. I forget the medical word for what happened, but now light physically hurts him. Do you have a
Photosensitivity?
flashlight?
No.
A lantern? Headlamp? Oh yeah, flare gun. Oh, Christmas lights. You can wrap them around your...
I don't have any of those.
We did that in Alan Wake.
Shit. Okay,
Barry did it, didn't he?
Well, I'm
Was it
sure I'll
Barry?
think of something. I'll keep an eye on
Wake's
it
editor?
with an Opticon. This is
Agent?
kind of exciting, right?
Maybe from where you're standing.
Right. Okay. Well, break a leg. Oh, why did I say that?
Okay, this Hartman thing can't have gotten very far. Let's go flush him out. Langston was right. This is kind of
It's
exciting.
just nice to have someone to talk to, you know? Ever since I got put in charge of the Panopticon, people treat me different. Like
You-
I'm crazy for wanting to work with altered items. People just don't understand the altered items like I do, you know? I don't want to brag, but it does take a very empathetic mind to connect with the items.
Doesn't
Still, I
want to
don't know why
brag.
people are making it so personal.
Right.
I mean, the teams in research handle paranatural materials every day, and no one thinks they're weird. Well, maybe that's not true. Darling is famous for being a bit out there, but when he's weird, it's charming. Altered items really aren't that frightening once you get to know them. If you figure out what they like or don't like, you know, what sets them off, then there's nothing to worry about. I guess at the end of the day, we're still just wild animals scared of our own shadows. We're supposed to be on the same team, but sometimes it feels like it's every department for themselves, like it's a race and we're all trying to be number one. If it is a race, though, I'd say Darling is a mile ahead of everyone else. He was Trench's golden boy for years, but that relationship has gotten
Yeah.
pretty tense, or so I've heard through the grapevine. Not that I spread rumors, just, you know, people talk. Not me, though. I keep my nose to the grind.
Yes.
Too much work to do to focus on those kinds of things.
Yes.
I need to stay focused so I can get my work done and get home to feed Alfred.
He's
Of
just gonna
course,
talk
can't
forever,
always
isn't he?
make it. So I have my neighbor check in on Alfred at 7 o'clock if I'm not back yet. She's very nice. Her name is Maria. She's older. She came to New York in the 50s to attend school and has been here ever since. She has a couple of kids. I met them at Thanksgiving. Big family. Very nice people. Anyway, she has a key to my apartment and she gives Alfred his dinner if I'm not home. I'm gonna have to buy her a nice fruit arrangement as a thank you after this. I'm missing a lot of Alfred's meal times. She's probably gonna have to go to the store for more wet food. I'll have to remember to pay her back. Hold on, let me make a note. Pay back Maria
Have they just got him to read out and...
for Alfred's food. Okay. Oh, one more thing. And buy
They're trying to make this as irritating as possible now so that the player moves on.
arrangement. All right, done. Are you a cat person? I don't think I ever asked. You seem like one, though. You'd like Alfred. He's very proper. Really carries himself well, you know? I named him after my favorite poet. Felt like a good
Tennyson.
fit. I got Alfred just before Sylvia died when I was at the... You know, I don't really remember where I got Alfred from. But, boy, those two
This
did
just
not
keeps on going.
get along. Oh, no. Sylvia thought she owned the place.
This is going to stretch this episode out. I was already thinking, oh, it's going on a little bit
Trying
long,
to move her food,
but I want to get to a natural stopping point. And now I'm sat here.
I'm realizing now that
That's
language
kinda
was not
harsh.
entirely professional. You see, Sylvia didn't tolerate most people, or animals, or anything. And that's what I meant when I said asshole. I would never use that word about a person. It was just,
I would. And do, on the regular.
Hey, there's a light flashing on the console here. I got to, check this out. I'll get back to you later.
Real smooth, Langston.
Well, I hope you are all glad that we've just sat here for, what, 5 minutes, probably, listening to that entire thing. I was hoping there was going to be a control points knocking around here somewhere, so that I could leave the episode in a kind of natural place. Where actually is the nearest control points to here? Where are we? In the middle of active investigations? I suppose there's one down in Ops Center. I'm not gonna get used to that. I'm gonna do that every single time. This is just under the elevator, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, so next time we will go and do part of or all of this third thing. I don't know which is going to... I still don't have enough points for that. Don't have enough stuff for that either. I really like how it's weaving the Alan Wake stuff in. Very interesting that they've got Hartman as essentially the villain of this, because he was never dealt with. We never dealt with him in Alan Wake. He, you know, it's not that we forgot about him, it's just that there was nothing that we could do at the time. We were too busy trying to escape from the Dark Presence. So it's really interesting that they've kind of folded him in. I mean, it's interesting that they folded the entire thing into this. And therefore, if there is a sequel, if there is an Alan Wake 2, is it going to call back to Control? Is there going to be something tied into that? I've also heard rumours that there's going to be a multiplayer spin-off, essentially, of Control, where maybe you get to play as FBC agents. That could be interesting. And also a sequel of sorts. So that'll be really cool, because it would be nice to see Jesse's story get moved forward and maybe going out and investigating AWEs. Because, of course, you can use the oldest house as the hub for that. That'd be really cool. Anyway, I'm making this episode even longer than it is to be. So I'll hopefully catch you all in the next one. Hope you've enjoyed this. I'm loving it, as you can probably tell. Until next time, cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.